Why are there so many great unmarried women and no great unmarried men? I explore these sorts of issues in my column, and I have terrific sources, my friends.
Hi everyone, it's Concrete Palette. This is my first video, so please bear with me. On this channel, I'm just going to be talking about fashion and film and music and all that type of stuff, you know. And so for my first video, I wanted to talk about Sex and the City because I'm rewatching it. And so I'm going to be talking about episode 1, the fashion in it, some key moments from it, and some of my thoughts. So thank you and enjoy. So the show takes place in New York City in the late 1990s and goes into the 2000s. There are 4 main girls who are the main characters. There is Carrie Bradshaw, who runs a love column in a newspaper.
What a tempting thought.
Miranda Hobbs, who is a lawyer. Charlotte York, an art dealer. And Samantha Jones, a PR executive. One thing I really liked about this first season and the second season is how characters break the fourth wall and talk to the camera. It feels like they're real people almost. Like the show is about real people and not made up. Because they talk to the camera and they talk about their opinions on love and all sorts of stuff, but mainly love. And it feels really quirky and relatable.
Yeah, there's not one woman in New York who hasn't turned down 10 wonderful guys because they were too short or too fat or too poor.
I have been out with some of those guys, the short, fat, poor ones.
Another thing I really like about the show is how it's centered around women who are in their mid to late 30s or 40s with Samantha. And they're unapologetically themselves. They're very confident in their sexuality, especially Samantha again, which is seen as taboo at that age. And they just shop and they hang out and go to lunch together, and it's very cutesy. It's like #goals, like I really want to be like them. This being the pilot of the show, it really sets the tone of what the rest of the show will be like. So what are the girls up to? I think moving forward with my channel, I think I don't want to do whole summaries. I'm not really good at that. So I kind of just want to do what are the main things that the 4 girls are up to, and maybe some other things that are important to the episode. But I'm just gonna, for this one, there's not a lot happening, and so I'm just gonna talk about the key things that the girls are up to in this episode. So in this episode, while in the club at Chaos, the 4 girls are talking about, can women do the do like men with no feelings? And so she goes out and she has lunch with her friend Stanford, and she runs into this ex-fling of hers, and so she does the do with him and then she leaves. After she successfully did the do like a man, she bumps to a guy. This is where she meets Mr. Big. After a night out with her friends at the club Chaos, she needs to ride home, so she calls a cab, and the cab that comes up happens to have Mr. Big in it. This is the start of the mess, which is Carrie and Big's relationship.
Have you ever been in love?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Carrie goes and gets coffee with her friend Skipper, who is single and ready to mingle, and so she suggests that she goes out on a date with her friend Miranda.
I'm a romantic. I just have so much feeling.
Are you sure you're not gay?
No.
Miranda and Skipper end up going on a date, and you can tell that she's really skeptical of him, but in the end, she ends up liking him. For Charlotte, she goes on a date with a guy named Capone, and they have a good night, but she doesn't want to do the do with him because she wants to take things nice, slow, and steady with him. He is not like that. He wants to get some tonight, and so he ends up going back to the club, leaving her behind, and that really disturbed her because she thought that he truly loved her and willing to wait.
I really need to have sex tonight.
For Samantha, she's trying to win over Big, who she sees at Chaos, but is unsuccessful. So she ends up going home, actually, with Capone, who was originally with Charlotte. As the first episode, it's really important to set the tone of what the characters will be wearing throughout the show and showing the traits and personality of each character. And I think that they really did a good job showing that sweet and elegant Charlotte, sultry and powerful Samantha, sharp yet casual Miranda, and quirky and playful Carrie. This is actually my favorite outfit of the episode, this cheetah print Dolce & Gabbana slip dress from 1997. So final thoughts of this episode. I really like this episode a lot. You really can tell, you can tell what they were trying to do with this season, with this first episode. Really setting the tone of what the show and just the season will be like. Real edgy, indie, raw, gritty, and with the fourth wall breaking, it's really good and really unique compared to the rest of the seasons. Even though the seasons are very enjoyable, I think this season it has a specific tone to it that I think people like, and is really why the show is why it is. And I wish they continued with breaking the fourth wall throughout the seasons, but they did not. But I still really like this show, and it's one of my favorite shows of all time. And so, yeah. So this is the end of my video. Thank you if you made it to the end. Again, this is my first video, so I don't really know what I'm doing, honestly. If you could leave a comment of like some things that I could do better or what you liked. I don't know if the audio was that good. But this is the best I could do, honestly. And yeah, I'm going to upload episode 2 in a few days. So yeah, thank you.